In this Fiverr review, we'll look at how the platform works, the pros and cons, and whether Fiverr is a legit way to find online jobs. Is Fiverr legit? Yes, Fiverr is a legitimate website both for finding freelance work and for finding freelancers to hire. What is Fiverr? Fiverr is a platform that connects freelancers with clients, and it's essentially a marketplace where freelance workers can sell their services and products. As a freelancer, you can either post jobs or get approached by companies with individual proposals and bids on work they need completed. Because Fiverr is an open marketplace for freelancers, you aren't guaranteed work just by signing up for the platform, but it can be a good way to get connected with clients. In this review, we'll break down what you need to know to get started freelancing on Fiverr. Is Fiverr good for beginners? Yes, Fiverr is a great platform for those who are just breaking into the freelance world. You can start selling your services for as low as $5, which can be a good opportunity to start building up experience and portfolio pieces so that you can raise your rates in the future. But don't think that everything has to be $5. There are definitely projects on Fiverr that are hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. You get to set your rates. Can I join Fiverr with no experience? You do not need experience to join Fiverr, which is great for people who are just getting started. This is one aspect of the platform that sets it apart from its competitor Upwork. How Fiverr works for freelancers. The first thing that you need to do if you want to get started on Fiverr is to sign up and create a profile. You'll need to fill out basic information like your name, a description of your qualifications, and what kind of work you do. You'll also need to include a photo of yourself. Make sure your photo is professional and welcoming. Remember, the way that you present yourself will play a huge role in attracting potential clients. After creating your account, you'll be able to start creating gigs. A gig is simply a posting for a service. Within each gig, you can include 3 different levels of packages: basic, standard, and premium. For each gig, you create a description, set a price, and upload photos of your work. If a potential customer is interested in hiring you, they can either pay for one of your packages as presented, or they can use the Contact Seller button to arrange further details. If a client wants work done that isn't covered in one of your packages, they can message you and request a custom package. After agreeing on details, you can send the custom order to the client to accept, or they can send it to you. Once you finish the work, you'll send it to the client via Fiverr. After the client approves the order, that is when the payment will be released into your account. How much can a beginner earn on Fiverr? Fiverr can be a hard platform to break into, so for your first month, it's realistic to set a goal of somewhere between $100 and $300. Obviously, some people will be able to make way more than this, or they may make way less. It just depends on your experience, and as you build up your experience, you'll find that it's easier to raise your rates and to find better clients on Fiverr. Let's talk about some of the pros and cons of the platform. One of the pros, like we said earlier, is that there's no experience required. For those who are brand new to freelancing, this is an important one because it takes time to build up experience, so joining Fiverr can be a good opportunity to do that. The next pro is their gig system. Each gig you create as a seller represents a certain type of service or product you provide. Fiverr allows you a maximum of 7 gigs, so choose wisely when making those gig packages. You can specialize in extremely specific areas because you have full control over what is in each gig package. If you want to only draw cartoon animals for NFTs, you can do that. If you're a writer who wants to ghostwrite love letters to help people attract their ex-lovers back, you can even do that too. On the other hand, you can keep your services very general, such as creating a website or editing videos. In addition to having full control over the gigs that you create, Fiverr also allows you to have full control over your pricing. Whether you're experienced or a complete beginner, this obviously is a very important factor. You can start your rates lower if you'd like to gain some experience first, and then you always have the option of going in and changing your gig pricing. Within each gig, you're able to offer 3 levels of packages: basic, standard, and premium. When clients search for freelancers, each gig will initially show them the price for your basic package. Sellers often create a very affordable basic package for each product or service they offer. However, the basic services are often so minimal that clients are unlikely to buy them. The standard or premium packages are usually where sellers will get the majority of their work. One advantage of offering these leveled gigs of the same service is that it can help clients understand the value in the packages that you're actually providing them. When clients see the less desirable basic package, they often feel better about spending a little bit more money to actually get the services that they need. Here's an example of what a set of packages might look like. This is for an illustration service, and as we can see, their basic package includes one simple black and white illustration, their standard package includes a simple color illustration, one revision, and the source file, and their premium package includes one detailed color illustration, one revision, and the source file. These packages can eliminate a lot of confusion with clients when it comes to revisions and what was covered in the initial price. When a customer buys a gig from you, the time that you have to complete the project is actually set by you. That means that if you don't like working with clients that need quick turnarounds, you don't have to. But on the other hand, if you like to charge a premium for having a very quick turnaround time, you have that option as well. Like I said, there are also those preset revisions, which is a huge pro of the platform. Some clients want endless rounds of revisions, and this can really impact you and lower your hourly rate if you're charging per project. You can preset how many revisions a client can request with each gig, and it's pretty common to include more revisions with each of those tiered levels of the project packages. For example, a client that selects a basic package may only get one revision, but a client that selects the premium package may get 4 revisions. This feature helps set those expectations with the client and protect your time. You also get to choose which gigs you accept. You're not obligated to complete all potential work that comes your way. A lot of freelancers will require that clients message them beforehand so that they can determine whether or not they're able to take on the project. On the other hand, many freelancers do accept any project that comes their way. So it's really up to you whether or not you want to vet your clients before accepting those project requests. Another pro is the overall growth potential of using the platform. All of the Fiverr features that we've discussed so far help freelancers grow their overall business. At the beginning, you may accept all gigs, offer quick turnaround times, and have lower rates. As time goes on, however, Fiverr's features allow you to adjust all of that to fit your business's needs. As you gain more experiences and clients, you can raise your rates, have longer turnaround times, and be more picky with the overall clients that you're working with. That's all great, but there are some cons to the platform. The first would be their fees. Something that we have to point out in this Fiverr review is that Fiverr is not going to just give you a free platform to use and not take any fees. Fiverr actually takes 20% of your earnings. While that can be worth it to find clients that you wouldn't have otherwise connected with, it is important to consider those fees when you're setting your prices. The next con is their rating system and algorithm. Now, this isn't necessarily an inherent con, but client reviews can have a huge impact on your overall experience and success with Fiverr. Anyone who has dealt with clients at all knows that you always run the risk of working with a difficult person that wants to ruin your chances of working with other people in the future. Knowing the importance of getting a good review can also add an extra element of pressure that you wouldn't necessarily have if you were working with clients directly. Also, if you get a client that leaves a nasty review, it isn't possible to just delete your profile and start over. Once you create a seller profile with Fiverr, that's the only profile that you are allowed to sell from. How does Fiverr pay? Buyers actually pay Fiverr before the work even begins, and Fiverr holds that money until the gig is completed. Once you deliver your order, the client has 3 days to respond, request changes, and post a review. When they accept the submission and post a review, the order will be considered completed. If they don't respond within 3 days, the order will automatically be considered completed. You'll have to wait 14 days after the order is marked complete to actually be able to withdraw your funds. Are there any fees when withdrawing revenue? Whether or not you incur additional fees when withdrawing money from your Fiverr account depends on the withdrawal method you use. If you withdraw through PayPal, there are no additional fees and the minimum withdrawal amount is $1. However, if you withdraw by bank transfer, there's a minimum charge of $3 per withdrawal, and additional fees may be included based on your currency and location. Bank transfer requires you to withdraw a minimum of $20 each time. Direct deposit only charges $1 per withdrawal with with a minimum withdrawal amount of $10. To figure out the withdrawal method that will work best for you, we recommend you review Fiverr's page directly on withdrawing funds. What types of jobs can you find on Fiverr? Fiverr has an incredible amount of job categories, and there's almost no limit to how specific you can get. Their main categories are graphics and design, digital marketing, writing and translation, video and animation, music and audio, programming and tech, data, business, and lifestyle. Within these categories are dozens of subcategories, and there's almost an other category under each one of these main ones. Unlike some other platforms, Fiverr allows users to get incredibly specific with the type of work that they offer. Can you get scammed on Fiverr? In general, going through a platform like Fiverr can actually help eliminate some of the scams and fraud you might run into trying to reach out to clients directly. But unfortunately, there are scams on pretty much every freelancing platform, so these are some of the red flags to watch out for. Buyers who want to talk off-platform, clients asking for free work, anyone asking for personal information, and clients asking you to send them money. If you encounter any of these problems, you should report it directly to Fiverr. Overall, Fiverr gives freelancers a great platform to get connected with clients they may not otherwise have access to. It allows you to create your own gigs, set your own rates and packages, and it's an especially good option for those who are looking into freelancing for the first time. If you enjoyed this Fiverr review, take the next steps in your freelancing journey by downloading our free guide on how to become a freelancer in 30 days. That link will be in the description, and remember to subscribe to the channel for more freelancing tips.